Welcome to our channel, where we dive deep into the strategic realities shaping our world today. Today, we're exploring a fascinating concept that's reshaping regional security dynamics. How the Philippines is using humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations not just to save lives, but as a powerful tool of deterrence. This is the story of HADR as deterrence disaster response that builds credibility. The Philippines sits at the crossroads of natural disaster vulnerability. With an average of 20 typhoons annually, 7.1 earthquakes, and active volcanic systems. The country faces more natural disasters than almost any other nation on Earth. But under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s administration, this vulnerability has become a strategic asset. Humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, or HADR, traditionally focused purely on saving lives and providing aid. Today, it's evolved into something far more sophisticated, a demonstration of capability, reliability, and regional leadership. The Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, has transformed HADR from reactive response to proactive deterrence strategy. This shift represents a fundamental change in how small nations can project power and influence in an increasingly complex security environment. Let's examine a concrete example. Super Typhoon Odette in December 2021. With sustained winds of 195 kilometers per hour, Odette devastated central Philippines. Within 6 hours, the AFP deployed 2,000 personnel, 12 aircraft, and 37 naval vessels. The response involved the Philippine Navy, Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, and Philippine National Police in unprecedented coordination. Critically, this response was observed by defense attachés from 14 countries including China, the United States, Japan, and Australia. The operation demonstrated multi-domain operational capability across air, sea, and land simultaneously. Real-time command and control systems coordinated operations across 7,107 islands. Logistics capabilities moved 400 tons of relief supplies within 72 hours. Search and rescue operations covered 12,000 square kilometers, evacuating 8,000 civilians. International cooperation included real-time intelligence sharing with U.S. Indo-Pacific Command and Japanese self-defense forces. The strategic messaging was clear. The Philippines possesses sophisticated operational capabilities. At the ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting Plus, Philippine officials presented detailed capability assessments. This led to enhanced defense cooperation agreements with 7 countries within 6 months. Joint training exercises increased by 40%, reflecting enhanced international confidence in Philippine capabilities. Classical deterrence theory requires 3 elements: capability, credibility, and communication. HADR operations demonstrate all 3 simultaneously through observable, measurable performance. The Center for Strategic and International Studies assessed Philippine HADR capabilities as significantly enhanced in 2022. Strategic communication occurs through demonstrated competence rather than threatening rhetoric. This approach builds deterrent credibility through positive demonstration rather than aggressive posturing. In the South China Sea context, this strategy carries particular significance. Enhanced HADR capabilities translate directly to enhanced maritime domain awareness and response capacity. The Philippine Coast Guard reported 30% improvement in response times across disputed areas. Dual-use technologies developed for disaster response enhance overall defense capabilities. International recognition of Philippine capabilities has increased leverage in territorial negotiations. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement with the United States expanded significantly following demonstrated HADR capabilities. Balikatan exercises now include dedicated HADR components, with participation increasing from 8,000 to 12,000 personnel. Japan committed $1.2 billion in defense capability enhancement, specifically citing HADR performance. Australia expanded the status of Visiting Forces Agreement, enabling enhanced interoperability. South Korea provided advanced communication systems worth $300 million for integrated HADR operations. Within ASEAN, the Philippines leveraged enhanced credibility to propose the ASEAN HADR Coordination Mechanism. This mechanism enables real-time information sharing and coordinated response across 10 member states. Quad Plus engagement included the Philippines in Indo-Pacific security discussions for the first time. Technology transfer agreements now include advanced radar systems, satellite communication, and maritime surveillance capabilities. The Rim of the Pacific exercise featured Philippine leadership of the humanitarian assistance component for the first time. The economic benefits extend far beyond traditional defense spending calculations. Domestic defense industry capacity increased by 60%, creating 12,000 jobs. Foreign direct investment in defense-related sectors reached $2.8 billion in 2023. Infrastructure development for enhanced HADR capabilities required $800 million in facility upgrades. Technology development partnerships generated 300 patents and established 4 research centers. Strategic positioning advantages multiplied through enhanced credibility and demonstrated capability. Maritime domain awareness capabilities now monitor 95% of regional shipping traffic. Diplomatic leverage increased measurably, with the Philippines chairing 3 major regional security initiatives. Regional influence expanded beyond traditional alliance structures to include middle power diplomacy. However, significant challenges remain in sustaining this strategy long-term. Defense spending remains at 1.2% of GDP, below the NATO-recommended 2% threshold. Equipment modernization requires sustained investment of $4 billion over 10 years. Personnel training and retention challenges affect 30% of specialized HADR units annually. Geopolitical complexities require careful balance between competing regional powers. Maintaining strategic autonomy while building deterrent credibility requires sophisticated diplomatic management. Threat assessment indicates increasing complexity in regional security environment. Coordination challenges increase exponentially with each additional international partner. Moving forward, several strategic recommendations emerge from this analysis. First, sustained capability development requires consistent funding over 10 to 15-year cycles. Second, institutionalizing international partnerships through formal agreements ensures continuity beyond political changes. Third, expanding the model to other ASEAN members could create a regional HADR deterrence network. Fourth, technology integration must balance capability enhancement with cost-effectiveness and sustainability. The Philippine model demonstrates potential for broader regional application. Vietnam, Indonesia, and Thailand have expressed interest in similar capability development programs. Knowledge transfer mechanisms could accelerate regional capability development while reducing individual costs. Collective deterrence through coordinated HADR capabilities could reshape regional security architecture fundamentally. Integrated operations across national boundaries could create unprecedented regional stability and crisis response capability. The Philippines has successfully transformed natural disaster vulnerability into strategic advantage. HADR as deterrence represents innovative thinking about how smaller nations can build credible defense capabilities. International recognition validates this approach as a model for other nations facing similar challenges. The future potential extends far beyond current achievements, offering a pathway to enhanced regional security. If this analysis opened your eyes to innovative defense strategies, smash that subscribe button right now. Your likes fuel our research into the strategic realities shaping tomorrow's world. Drop a comment below. Which country should adopt this HADR deterrence model next, and why? Subscribe now for more deep dives into these strategic innovations reshaping global security, and we'll see you in the next analysis.